Welcome. I'm going to show you how to edit the strawberry cupcake mockup in Photoshop. So you should see a bunch of layers in this layers panel. If you don't see the layers panel, go to Window, Layers to bring it up. To add your design to this liner here, you want to click on the liner front layer group and click on this little arrow here to expand it. And you'll see a layer that starts with design. Double click the layer thumbnail icon in the design layer. And that's going to open up our smart object where we can paste the design for the liner. And then we'll go to File, Open to find our design. Then once that's open, we want to go to Select All, then Edit, Copy, and then click back on the Smart Object tab and go to Edit, Paste. We might want to resize the design. So to do that, go to Edit, Free Transform. In newer versions of Photoshop, you can just click on any of the four corners and drag it out to make it bigger, or in to make it smaller. If you have an older version of Photoshop, you might need to hold down the Shift key as you're dragging to keep it proportional. If you see it getting distorted, just go to Edit, Undo, and then do the opposite of whatever you were just doing, whether that's holding down the Shift key or not holding it down. And then when you're done, just go to File, Save, to save the smart object. And then you can just click the X in the Smart Object tab to close it, and you can close the original design too, and you'll see that it added our design to the liner just like that. And we're going to do something similar to add a design to the cupcake topper. We'll just click the arrow in the liner front group to collapse that again. You can do the same thing with the inside of the liner if your design goes on the inside, by just clicking the arrow in the liner inside group and then double clicking the thumbnail icon in the design layer inside the liner inside layer group. But we're going to work on the topper right now, so we'll click the arrow in the topper layer group, and then we'll double click the thumbnail icon in the design topper layer. That'll open up our smart object for the topper, and then we'll just go to File, Open again, and find our topper design, and then we'll go to Select All, and then Edit, Copy, and we'll click back on the smart object and go to Edit, Paste. And you can always use Edit, Free Transform to resize it again if you need to. And then when that's done, you can just go to File, Save, and close the Smart Object tab and the original graphics. And you'll see that it put the graphics right on the topper for us. If you wanted to change the color of the topper or the liner, you could do that too. So we're just going to click the eye icon in the design topper layer to hide that temporarily. To change the color, you just click the thumbnail icon in the color group, or the color layer, and that'll open up our color picker. And you can just click in this little rainbow slider here to pick a color, and then just click inside this gradiated box to change the lightness or darkness of that color. You can do the same with the liner. We'll expand the liner front group, and we'll hide the liner design for a second. And we'll just double click the thumbnail icon in the color liner front layer and open up the color picker for that. You could click the rainbow slider again and then click a color. If you wanted the same color as what's in the topper, you could actually copy and paste this value right here So we'll press Command C to copy or Control C on a PC. And then we'll double click the thumbnail icon for the liner. And then we'll press Command V to paste into that color picker. It would be Control V if you were on a PC. And that's all there is to changing the colors. It's pretty easy. But we'll show the designs again. Now if you didn't want this topper here, let's say yours wasn't circular, you could just click the eye icon to hide the circular topper. And then you can just basically open your image and copy and paste it right on top of the toothpick. If you don't want the toothpick in there, maybe your topper just goes right on top of the cupcake, you could basically again just click the eye icon in the toothpick layer to hide that. You can also adjust the shadows underneath the cupcake. To do that, just click the little arrow in the shadows under cupcake layer. And then you click any of the shadows in the shadows under cupcake layer group. And then click this little down arrow next to opacity. And you can just drag the slider to the left to make the shadows more subtle, or to the right to make them more intense. And I included kind of a bonus background on this one. So if you click the little arrow to expand the backgrounds layer group, you can click the eye icon next to the background layers to toggle them on and off. So you can use either this pure white background or this marble background. And that's all there is to editing the strawberry cupcake mock-up. Please let me know if you have any questions by messaging me at melissabmockups.com. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you get updates to future videos. And as always, this mock-up and other mock-ups are available at melissabmockups.com. Thank you.